Fitness stereotypes are everywhere, which is why I'm back with episode 4 of my myth debunking series. Let's start right away with number 1, vanity muscles. You often hear people talking about very muscular individuals claiming it's all for show, that their muscles are not real, or that they will lose everything when they get older. Let's start by giving credit where it's due. It is true that muscle mass and strength are not the same thing. Having more muscle mass than someone doesn't automatically make you stronger. For example, strong men often look less muscular than bodybuilders, yet they are incredibly strong. However, it is important to understand that strength is multifactorial, which means it is influenced by several factors, and hypertrophy, or muscle mass, is one of them. So yes, gaining muscle mass will make you stronger, even if it's not the only factor at play. Now, let's get back to this idea of vanity muscles. Aside from the use of performance-enhancing drugs, there is no way to build muscle without effort. Some people talk as if athletes inflate their muscles like balloons, as if they're big but hollow with no real function. That's obviously nonsense, and it usually comes from ignorance or jealousy. Are the most muscular athletes always the strongest? No. But are their muscles real and capable of producing strength? Absolutely, even when they don't specifically train for strength sports. Bottom line, vanity muscle is a meaningless term. It simply does not exist. Myth number 2, the rep range rule. You've probably heard this before. If you do sets of 1 to 3 reps, you're training strength. If you do 6 to 12, it's hypertrophy, and if you go for 15 and more, you're training muscular endurance. While that's not entirely false, that's incredibly oversimplified. First, it would imply that doing sets of 5 or 14 reps does not develop any physical ability, which clearly makes no sense. And then, sure, training lower reps with heavier weights tend to develop more strength factors, but no physical adaptation is confined to a strict rep count. Hypertrophy, for example, is commonly trained within the 8 to 12 repetitions range, but it can also occur at 5 reps or 14, as long as the intensity is high enough and the training is properly programmed. Training exists on a spectrum, not in neatly defined boxes. All rep ranges can be effective for muscle growth, strength, or muscular endurance, depending on how you train. So yes, sets of 3 or 15 can build muscle, and yes, sets of 8 can improve strength. It all comes down to programming. If this topic interests you, take the time to study the basics of periodization and programming. Understanding how to manipulate intensity, volume, and progression will help you make the best out of every rep, no matter the number. I hope this video was helpful. If you have any questions, suggestions, or anything else, feel free to drop a comment down below. And if you want to contact me straight through my social medias, either for a question or because you want to work with me as your personal trainer or own strength and conditioning coach, the links are in the description of the video. I'll see you next Sunday, and until then, train hard, stay consistent, and never forget, make yourself proud.